Karina here, your Lucid Living coach. I am logging on to do a video. It is the full moon in Gemini, and I am not prepared. So this is going to be a longer interactive video. I have been working a lot in the 3D world, which is the old world. And it drains me. And so this is kind of a lot about the transit that's going on. And I thought it would be fun to kind of dress the part of this transit. I'm being choked by my choker right now. Okay, I need to loosen this. Jesus. Can you guys hear me okay? Maybe I should hold this microphone. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of choking me a little bit. So, why am I wearing the choker? And what does this have to do with the transit? And why am I wearing like this period piece? Well, a big part of this transit is Saturn is conjunct. Okay, so we have Saturn at 19 degrees of Capricorn. We have Venus at 20 degrees of Capricorn, and we have Pluto at 21 degrees of Capricorn. Saturn and Pluto are doing their dance, and their dance has been going on all year, and they are going to conjunct on January 12th, 2020. They have not conjunct since, I think, 82, and that was in Libra. So we've had this system of partnerships, marriage, and all of that sense. Now it's changing to Capricorn. So things are going to be more about this new structure, this new paradigm, and the new world, and how we're going to build and create that to make it the home that reflects our new evolved self or humanity. So Venus is the planet of love and beauty. She, a couple days ago, was looking forward at Saturn. She has a sense of value in what she wants. She sees Saturn, which is a wall. There's a block here. And there are things that are holding her back from what she desires and what she wants. Well, she's past that. Now she's sitting in between Saturn, the planet of restriction, and karma, and Pluto, which is the planet of transformation, transmutation, and it's also one of depth and passion and something more that is not just surface. Hi, David Cruz. Nice for you to join. Happy full moon in Gemini. So that's what I'm talking about. And go to sleep. Yeah, I know. After this video, I will. And so we have this quincunx between these three planets and the moon in Gemini. Now, Gemini in itself are the twins. They do represent dichotomy, masculine and feminine, old world, new world, divine partnerships, our connection with our higher self. And there is a quincunx happening to Saturn and Venus and Pluto. There is something that is there's something that we're feeling and that we're getting from our higher self, information that's not quite matching up with the 3D reality. Now, where I am, I've been experiencing, hi Juan, hi sweetheart, thanks for joining. I've been seeing a lot of fog, okay? And when we're driving through fog, things aren't very clear. And so that's how I see there is this vision that we have. We have this inner knowing as well. Our higher self gives us clues into what our future will look like. However, the characters have not been casted, okay? We know what characters are going to be, let's say, in our future, acting out our story. But these characters haven't been casted with the actors yet. Okay, so let's just use that analogy. Maybe there are some actors that you want to act on your stage, to be in the production of your future and your story. Okay, and this is great. Like, totally get into that mental workshop of envisioning and manifesting exactly what you want. That's what vision board making's about. We could envision exactly how we want things to go, and then let go of the outcome. Let go of who is going to play the part, who is going to get to be that certain character in our production. Okay? Because ultimately, we know that things are going to unfold in a certain way. We are just not having the, hi Monica, thanks for joining. We're just not seeing exactly who is going to play these certain parts and how it's going to unfold. And thank you, Juan, for this, but I have to say, how? Like, we need to stop trying to figure out, how is it going to happen? How are we going to do it? That is a great kind of thing, right? To really let go of how that's going to happen. How are we going to do this? We know it's going to happen, and we have to continue to envision it and manifest it. We must center ourselves to become the ultimate observers. Absolutely. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say, is we intuitively, our higher selves know exactly where we're going to be for the future. This is the last full moon of the decade. We're stepping into a brand new decade, 2020. And I believe that we're stepping into a new age, the age of Aquarius, of eccentricity, art, connection, community, innovation, everything new value systems, new school systems, new ways of government systems. Everything is going to, has been working on being destroyed, the old systems, and we're rebuilding the new systems. And 2020 is the foundation for our new stage. So it's just like in theater, you have had a stage that you've been performing on for so long. It's time that that stage is destroyed and it's rebuilt bigger and better, so everyone in the theater could see equally. So just the people that are paying for the balcony and the front seat isn't getting all the good positions, but everyone is going to be able to have a good position to watch the play. I want to feel it. Yep. See it and be it. That's right. 12:12 in 1 minute. Oh, 12:12. And because you're in Atlanta, it's 9:12. 9:12 is the exact full moon. So happy full moon in Gemini, everyone. This is the last, and this is the completion, wrapping up not only the year, but the decade. So remember, tune in to your higher self. What exactly is your desire and your passion and the things that are of value? And that's huge right now. Value, and your value in relationships is huge. Who is on your side? Who do you want to partner in the new world? Who are our relationships and our partnerships that are going to make us feel like we've always wanted to feel? Now, we all have choices. So this is a big time for making a choice and making a decision, because we have so many planets in Capricorn that it's asking us to manifest these things in the 3D. So we have been in the realm of our workshop. Okay. We have been setting, like, pretty much writing the script to our play, right? We're writing it. We're casting our little characters, like who's going to be in it, what is it going to look like, everything like that. And then after we write it, we have to start putting it together. So finding out where we're going to hold the play. Okay, so we're finding out what stage are we going to be using. We're looking at the costumes that we're going to use. We're designing the costumes. We're casting the characters. That is all Capricorn. That is all doing the work in the 3D and making it happen. And as a collective, we're doing that. And then also in our relationships that we're having now, we're talking about relationships, romantically, and partnerships, and our friendships. We're seeing the community of people also that we surround ourselves with. And the sun being in Sagittarius and Pallas is in Sagittarius, they are finding out exactly where they want to shoot their arrow. So we could have felt like we have taken some steps backwards, and that is just because we're pulling back that arrow to go forward. Now, because it's a full moon in Gemini and Mercury is in detriment, this could be a little confusing. Because Gemini's ruler is Mercury and it's in the sign of Sagittarius, we can experience some word vomit, not really thinking things through before we speak or say them. But this is also creating some healing in the ego. So it could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. But it's really about not being impulsive. And it's really about really thinking things through and articulating your wants and your desires and your value in order to manifest the things in the 3D. Because we have an eclipse coming up, which will be the last eclipse of 2019, and it's on December 25th on Christmas. And this is going to be the big game changer. It's also, there's some big lessons that we're learning in the choices that we're making this week. We have also a 12/12 at 12/12 portal day tomorrow, which I haven't done a lot of research on. Juan, you can feel free to chime in on that. So Juan says the first relationship we need to establish is that with ourselves. Absolutely. All of ourselves, every aspect. I feel the problem is that this is not actualized collectively. Absolutely. Yes, because the first relationship that we need to have a good foundation and friendship and value with ourselves is of ourselves. And once we have that, then every relationship will flow much better, because every relationship we have is a mere reflection of ourselves. Hi, Uncle Benny. Nice for you to join. Happy full moon in Gemini. I am going to open this window because this shirt is kind of hot. Oh, my button. I'm all, yeah, button. Good. Yeah, it's been super rainy. Oh my God. Sorry, I've been going. I wish I had put a little more time to do a video that I could just upload on my YouTube, but time be flying in the new world, that's for sure. So, getting back to the energy in the charts. So yes, we have definitely worked on the relationship with ourselves and getting that relationship solid and good. And then we could now work to bring another energy into that. Because every relationship shows us an aspect of ourselves. And we become a better, well-rounded person when we have another person to reflect that reflection. Okay, if that makes sense. I'm going to pick this back up. And I need more water. So, Mars is in Scorpio. And it's pretty happy here because it's Scorpio's Mars's ancient ruler, and it's trining Neptune. So this is a very like transformational, the sky's the limit type of energy. We're definitely digging deep into what we really value, what we want, and because Venus is looking at Pluto, we see the transformation that we're going to be going through. We're going to be going through a huge transformation, especially once we push our ego aside to be able to really express what our heart really desires and to put ourselves out there, right? It's like auditioning for a part that you really want, but you're too afraid because you already know that there's like a certain amount of actors that are going to the audition that you think is so much better than you. And so our egos can get in the way of just not going because we're afraid. So this fear is coming up. This fear is coming up for everyone. It's coming up in our relationships, in our vulnerabilities in those relationships, and stepping forth into our soul's mission or our soul's passion, or even stepping out of an old like job and stepping into maybe like you want to be self-employed or you want to be a business owner. And it's like getting past all of these ego blocks, okay, of failure, the fear of failure, the fear of abandonment, the fear of rejection, okay? These are all the things that are definitely getting in our way. But once we recognize them for what they are and we move past them, we will get to the pot of gold, right? Because the planet of love and beauty and value is being sandwiched between the planet of transformation and deep passionate connection. We're definitely looking for something more. not only in our relationships, but in our daily lives. What are we doing? We're between worlds, right? New world, old world. Gemini full moon is also balancing our masculine and our feminine energy. It's also balancing, most of the people now are working 2 jobs. Their old world job in the 3D and their new world job, their passion and their side projects, right? Their passions. These are also being looked at and balanced. So because Gemini is the twins, it is an 11 day, which is a master number. This is also a portal, a gateway. 11 is. And we have Mars trining Neptune. We also have Mercury, the planet of communication and our higher mind, trining Chiron. So we are healing and moving past that ego self. And anyone else want to input anything? And so, I think I gave a good analogy for sure. Indeed. So it is about making a choice. And once that we've made that choice, things will start opening up for us, especially our higher self and our mind. We're going to start getting a lot of information coming in on how to really manifest that into the 3D reality once we make the choice of what we want. Okay. We're being asked to daydream and manifest our best life and detach from outcome and the need to figure out how. And the universe will align everything to turn out in the divine order and timing, regardless of what actors will be performing the characters in your play. That will be the best will end up being. And understanding that when one door closes, many more will open, and we're being guided to open those new doors. So we can feel a sense of fear from prior outcomes or past, but ultimately we're being asked to let go of the ego fears of rejection, abandonment, and failure. So to allow your desires for the real connections. And there are choices, and the train is getting ready to leave. So you're being asked, are you going to go on the ride? Are you going to go on the ride? Are you going to take that trip on the adventure? Like Sagittarius in the sun, like, are you going to go? Are you going to do this fucking shit? Are you going to keep hiding and keep hiding your feelings and your true self and your higher self and continue being in the relationships that aren't going to get you anywhere? Are you going to continue being in the job that hasn't got you anywhere, but just like miserable? So then the lessons come up when the eclipses and the shifts happened in 2020. And I kept hearing for this full moon, truth or consequences. Truth or consequences. So are you going to express your authentic truth? Or are you going to let your ego and the fear of rejection, abandonment, stepping up to the plate, being vulnerable, all these things, to then consequences? So, I mean, those are our choices here. We have to use what we value and make that decision to either speak our truth and to align with our truth in the physical world, or we're going to miss the train, and that train ain't coming back for quite some time. So you will then have to suffer the consequences if you're not listening to your gut and your higher self. Like, that's all I have to say for all my friends out there is do what you feel, your gut and your heart. So it's like, I think it's like, think with your heart let me see. I'm going to have to get out some more of my notes because I do have some stuff here that I wanted to share too. Okay. So Gemini is the twin flame portal, right? That's where Orion is. So Gemini is soul and personality, communications with higher self and lower self. So we're having this battle between our higher self and our lower self. The relating of pairs of opposites and building of the heart and the voice, the throat, right? Aligning this area. And I think, Juan, you talked about that today, that positioning between these two. The bridge between the soul and the personality, but needs to be built with the heartfelt service to humanity and to study, Sagittarius, and meditation. So you can hear your higher self speak. And these are the pillars to build the bridge between the heart and the throat. Quiet the higher self. Hi, Vanessa. Thanks for joining. Quiet the lower self so you can hear the higher soul self speak. So everything that I've been talking about, I see my other self, and in the waning of that self, I grow and glow. So the ruler of Gemini is Mercury, and the esoteric ruler is Venus. And Venus is the one that's sandwiched between Saturn and Pluto right now, the malefics. And it's, you know, it's intense. We're going through a lot of who do we trust? Can we trust? I want to trust. And it's about allowing ourselves to be vulnerable and allowing others to assist and help us, because it's building a relationship and it's building intimacy, right? Because we feel closer to people that allow us to help, right? You better know it. Oh, yes, the high heart, yeah. Let go of the idea of good or bad. It's an experience. Go with it. Play the role and don't attach to the outcome. Yes, for sure. Nothing is good and bad. It just is. There is that dichotomy in the universe. There is always going to be opposites, and that is what Gemini is about. There's always going to be opposition as well. And opposition, if we didn't have opposition, we wouldn't be able to see our reflection, right? So Sagittarius is involved because it's opposite of Gemini. It's the same coin, just different sides. And this is the quest for meaning and the aspiration to strive towards our visions, the arrows of aspire and travels of the mind within. The key to success is having a steady aim. So knowing where you are, to see the goal and reach the goal, and then see the other. So that ruler is Jupiter, and the esoteric ruler is Earth. And Jupiter is in 2 degrees of Capricorn, right behind this 3, Saturn, Venus, and Pluto. But yes, there is a lot of things being revealed. And because Gemini is the lovers and the tarot, this is huge about our relationships. Not only masculine and feminine. Hi, Camilla. Thanks for joining. I've been rambling a lot because I didn't really have a whole lot of time to prepare for the video. But I did want to get something out because it is the full moon in Gemini. And I can tell you now that there is a lot of things coming to fruition, coming to light, and being, and pretty much things being wrapped up. Like we're wrapping up a decade, we're wrapping up an age, we're wrapping up a year, we're wrapping up old world stuff, and we're wrapping up the old way too, and our old values, and we're stepping into the new, and we are manifesting our desires into the 3D. So things from the 5Ds dropping down into the 3D, we're making the steps. Let's plan something for tomorrow, okay? For the 12/12 portal, 12/12. Yeah, I can't really think of anything more to say about this. I'm glad people jumped on and off for sure. You definitely want to rewatch the video because I did say a lot. I went over a lot, and if there's anything that I missed, let me know. Master of duality, yes, because we have a Gemini in the house, because Juan's a Gemini and he knows what's up. Fine lines, walk that shit. That's right. You got to make shit happen. You got to plan out. Like, we've been doing a lot of workshop work for a little too long now, and everyone's been frustrated with it because we know everything that we want to manifest, but the opportunities in the 3D haven't been there, and they're coming up now. We're starting to see little by little. We'll check it. What do you mean I'm having a Gemini baby? Are you pregnant, Alicia? Are you? Congratulations if you are. That's dope, a Gemini baby. And you're a Taurus. You guys are going to have so much fun. I'm going to go get more water because I'm getting dry mouthed. So I was thinking about picking a card. Let me know if you guys want me to pick a card. Oh. Look at these big ass poofy shoulders. Oh, look, your sleeves. They're so big. Oh my God, you are preggers. Congratulations. That's huge, lady. You can be your first baby. It's going to be a 2020 baby. Rad. Actually, June is going to be a good time. I think that there's even more eclipses too in June. I think because all the eclipses are starting to be Gemini and Sagittarius. So let's see, June 15th, January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, June 15th. Oh, it might have an Aries moon or a Taurus moon. I think a Taurus moon would kind of be cool. But it is between two eclipses. Your baby's getting born between two eclipses. The Sagittarius eclipse, full moon eclipse, and then the new moon Cancer eclipse. I think it's in Cancer. Yep. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Let's pick one. All right. So I'm going to do this. We'll do a couple tarot. So how are you guys experiencing this energy for the last week? I know we have the full moon in Gemini, which is usually pretty intense. We have the 12/12 portal as well. This is also a portal day. I think we're just in a portal. And then we have the Gemini meteor shower on Friday. Yeah, so we're going to be coming into a lot of energy. Oh my God. And then Venus will move out from between the two, conjunct Pluto, and then burn and be reborn this weekend. She's going to start moving forward after all of that. Yeah, it has been a crazy roller coaster for sure. Wow. All right. This is for the full moon in Gemini, the portal. I got yeah, you know, it's really nice where you can see what you want. You can feel your higher self speak, and you could articulate your heart's desire, and you can just lay it out and be honest. Like, it feels really good just to be able to release and be able to speak your truth regardless of like outcome. Like, it is the best feeling when you could just like, look, this is what I want, universe, and I don't fucking care how you're going to give it to me or how you're going to deliver it, but I know it's on its way. You know what I'm saying? So this is beautiful. Look at this card. The Nine of Pentacles. This is I've been getting so many nines. I pulled the Nine of Diamonds yesterday. And the Nine of Diamonds is the Fool in the tarot, is a brand new adventure. It's having your value and creating and manifesting that in the world, because look at, these are pentacles. These are about our value. This is about our money. This is about discipline. Look at this lady. You think that she got all those pentacles? She's wearing that fancy ass dress and she's in the garden with grapes all the fucking around her if she didn't do the work? Like, she did some inner work. She had to battle a lot of demons. She had to battle a lot of ego, a lot of her 3D personality to get to where she's at, her soul self. Look at her. Like, that takes some discipline. That takes a vision, and that takes belief in yourself and acting on your own. This is also knowing that she deserves this good life, that she deserves these pentacles, because she has transformed and she has overcome. And she's achieved that comfortable lifestyle through all of her hard work, through doing all the work to even get her here. Yeah, she's lit. She's lit as fuck. Excuse my language if there's kids on here. But this is a really good reflection of what this full moon in Gemini is all about. Like, our value. What do you value? Like, what is your value and your relationship that you have with yourself? Like, people that have a low value, self-value, self-worth, they're not living large like this. And we all can be victims of that, of our ego. But we also all have the choice to overcome that fear-based personality, the 3D personality, and tap into our higher self and know that we are all spiritual beings having a human experience, and being able to use this body as a tool. This is our temple. Using this body as a tool to get the things that we desire and our soul and higher self desire to see manifest in the world. So this is a great card for that. Wow, how I just love picking cards and it just being like right on point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pick one from the Alice in Wonderland deck. This is my new deck, and I absolutely love it. Let's see what we got, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these. This is fun. I wish we were all hanging out in 3D, but we're all hanging out in internet world. I wish people could pop up on my face, but one popped out. Okay. So look at this chick. Never jam today. Promises that never come to be. Empty words, not living in the now. This is card 35, which is a numerology 8. So we had a 9. That's funny because I pulled an 8 of hearts earlier. So we have another 8 and 9. The 8 is about infinity, transformation, you know, our higher self that does not die. It lives on forever. And also our soulmates and our divine partners that we be rolling the cosmos together. So this card, I'll read. So promises that never come to be, empty words, not living in the now. I think I'm going to hold my mic up so you guys can hear me better. It's very good jam, said the queen. Well, I don't want any today at any rate. You couldn't have had it if you did want it, the queen says. The rule is jam tomorrow and jam yesterday, but never jam today. When the White Queen makes her outrageous statements that jam is for tomorrow and for yesterday, but never for today, Alice realizes that no one is ever to get any jam. When this card comes to you, what does it mean? I've seen this little thing in bars that say free drinks tomorrow. It's kind of like the same little saying, right? Every time you come, there's no free drinks because it's always the next day. Well, it is likely that someone is making promises that sound like there is plenty on offer, when in fact, it is extremely unlikely they will ever deliver and come through with all the wonderful things they are attracting you with. You see, when this card comes up, someone is claiming they can do a lot of good for you. But whether they are offering a pay raise, a good time, or a commitment, it is never to be. The promise is never, ever delivered or enjoyed today. They exist on promises of a better future and the memories of a wonderful past. But they will never make good on their promises when it most counts. And that is today. Fortunately, Alice is not at all attracted by the offerings of the White Queen. She literally does not want to jam the jam. So she cannot be manipulated. But those who do want the jam could be forever living in the hope that that one day they'll get jam. The fact is, this will never, ever happen. Listen to the person making you some rather wonderful promises or boasting about how much they can offer others. When will they deliver? Are they always talking about the past and planning for the wonderful future, but struggling in the present? If so, it is best to be like Alice and have no desire for promises which will never be fulfilled. So this is a sad, sad fucking card. Shit sounds like the government. Seriously. Words are plentiful, but deeds are few. Thinking that the past and the future are better than the present. Being attracted by promises of good times and abundance that may never be kept. Boasting of plenty, but never enjoying it in the moment. Manipulation and withholding. Demand results in the present and work toward satisfying your desires yourself, and don't buy what they're selling. So that is an appropriate card for a Gemini, full moon in Gemini, because Gemini does rule Mercury, which is the planet of communication. And Geminis talk a lot, you know. I love you, Wade. But Gemini energy does talk a lot. And sometimes it doesn't fully think things through because they think by talking. So that being said, that card is just saying to don't want something that you know you can never have. And the way that you take your control back is providing exactly what you want for yourself and not get it through others, like our government. Hi, Tia Sharon. Hi, Shauna. Thanks for joining. Yeah, hello, Mercury. So should we pick more cards? I could do Nature's Whisper. How about an animal card? What animal will be good for this transit? What animal spirit? Oh. I'm going to shuffle these. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. What's up, Sam? Sam, I am. Where have you been? Oh. Popped out of cards. The frog. What? The frog? What's the frog got to say about this transit? We're an air and fire, froggy. Josh Wharton. Why are you calling him in here? Don't you call Wharton in here. We're just having fun right now. It's a party now. Me, Sam, Juan. What up? All right, what's this froggy guy have to say about this transit? I was hoping it'd be a better card, but it's okay. Cleansing, clearing, healing. Cloak, cloak, croak, croak. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. Let me pull up the chart real quick. Oh, Mars is in Scorpio. Okay. Neptune is in Pisces, and the North Node is in Cancer. So these are highlighting the water elements. Okay. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthy the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished. So it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in, frogs. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. Croak, croak, croak. So when in balance, clear energy and enthusiasm for life. When out of balance, depleted and running on empty. And how to bring this into balance is a river, a lake, an ocean, or a bathhouse. That's literally what I've been doing. In fact, I'm about to go get in some water. Good. Yeah. So we're doing a lot of cleansing and clearing because we're washing away the last decade, the last year. Old relationships, our old relationships with money too. Because that's just sometimes just gotta go. You know, the value systems are all changing too. All right, dude. I think I'll end it there too. Run myself a bath and get to cleansing. Two night baths in a row won't hurt anyone. But anyways, thanks for joining. I hope you have an amazing, authentic, self-realizing, and self-actualizing, materializing full moon in Gemini. Enjoy this ride that we call life, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So, no, thank you, and I love you, and I love you, and I love you, and I love you. All right. Talk to you later. Peace out, your Lucid Living Coach, Karina.